Hello and welcome. I'm Lynn of Lynn X Stitches Creates, and welcome to my Flosstube channel about counted cross stitch and the project bags I make. It is Wednesday, February 28th, 2024. Tomorrow is Leap Day. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. It is episode 112. If you are new, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy the retreat recap and will join me on another video. If you do, like and subscribe, do all the things. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I met with some subscribers this weekend at the retreat, and they had very good things to say, so thank you very much. I really appreciate the support and encouragement. It's really nice to know that you enjoy my little corner of crazy. So, it's been a week. It's been more than a week. I left last Wednesday morning, flew to Florida. We flew into Orlando. By we, I mean me from Cincinnati, Janelle from Minnesota, and Athena from Missouri. We flew into the Orlando airport and went to Universal Studios. And we had a few adventures there, had a good time. And then Thursday morning we got up and we drove to Clearwater, Florida, which is just north of Tampa, or west of Tampa. I guess it's technically west of Tampa. I was thinking it was north. It's west. It is west. It is an island off of Florida. It's not connected. I thought it was connected somehow, but it's not. It's an island. It's just connected with bridges. We stayed at a beautiful hotel, the Sheraton Sand Key Resort, for Thread the Needle Stitcheries Beach Please Retreat. And it was a lot of fun. We had a great room. Very comfortable. There were 6 to a table, so you had more than enough. And you know, there's always those people that spread out more than they should, and we all do some. Let's just be honest. I will say I can spread. Excuse me. I still have the cough from my cold. It does not want to go away. But I'm not sick. Go figure. So it started Thursday afternoon when we got in. Janelle and Athena and I helped Stacy finish setting up her store and get her, help her to get organized. It was just her husband, and her son that were trying to do it. So the 3 of us pitched in and helped them get it done. And then it was time to register, and all the fun started. So we had a designer, Emily Call, who designed 2 beautiful pieces for us. I'm going to show I've started one. We had the other designer, I'm forgetting her name, that did the piece that I was working on, and I showed you my progress last week. Well, it's all finished. That's how I finished it. And as part of the retreat, Stacy used Vanna Pfeiffer's tutorial and taught everybody else how to do flat fold finishes. So now, I had told you last week, I used to do picture frames and photo albums back in the 80s, but for flat fold, the one thing that Vanna does to give you this really nice top to it is have like an extension that goes on the back side, and it's always good to have a nice review. So I'm not sure. I think I need my top and my bottom sealed pretty well. My sides are a little open, so I think I'm going to have to run some extra glue in there and just, you know, clip them closed so that they stay sealed. But otherwise, I'm very pleased with how this came out. Will I do other flat folds? Maybe. Will I pay Barbara at Keepsakes to do them? Probably. Because Lynn is lazy. No, I don't know. I might start doing them now. But I am very pleased with that, and it will go on my shelf as decoration. So that was one of my stitching things. After I finished stitching that, because I hadn't quite finished, I had to put in this crab here and finish filling in the hoop. So after I finished stitching that, I pulled out my retreat piece from the Crazy Woman retreat back in September, because Stacy and Athena and I went to that. Jenny and Nancy from Bougie Stitchers and their friend Amy were also at that. So I thought, well, I'll bring it because it's kind of a reunion of that retreat. So the designer was From the Heart Needleart by Wendy and Rocky Mountain Quaker, and she is now releasing this. So if you like this piece, you can now have that pattern yourself. And if I remember to take a picture, I will put it in. And let's see, remembering which way is up. And this is where I am now. So I completely finished this side, and then got in this piece. So I'm not sure whether when I come back to it, whether I'll finish the water or whether I'll go ahead and start the pine tree. But that is where it is right now. It is so pretty. And this is on, I believe it's the 36 count called for fabric, so it's a single, it's 1/2, single strand over 2 stitches. And it's so pretty. It's nice to do different things. You know, not always use the same count and the same stitches. So the last thing I stitched this week was the retreat piece. And my patterns got wrinkled in my backpack on the plane today. So please excuse that. And now I can get the bag open again. So we received 2 patterns from Emily Call. First was called Take Me to the Beach, Please. And that is what it will look like. Very cute mermaids. And this is the one I started, Stitching at the Sea. Stitching at the sea is where I want to be. So I started that the night we got it, and was working on it some more on the plane this morning. And here is where I am now. So I did, if you notice, I did change the hair color. We were looking at it at the table, and I was sitting next to Tara, the 805 stitcher, and Tara said, you know what, that hair, it needs to be variegated. And I was kind of thinking the same thing. So I got up, went over to Stacy's store. She had a trunk show from Live and Die LA, and this color is called Smack the Jellyfish. So how could you not, for a mermaid, smack the jellyfish? So I've almost got her tail done, and then she will be finished. And then it'll just be the words and some motifs. Very cute. This is 16 count, and I believe it's Forbidden Fiber Co. I believe it's the called for fabric, which was toasted coconut. But it's 16 count instead of 32 count, which is what the models were stitching on. And Chantal was also there, or from Chantal's 4114 I'll put it down here. You know how bad I am. So, but I think that's really cute. That's a fun one. But I'm not going to continue on with it right away, because tomorrow is leap day and I am going to work on a retreat piece from 2020. At Stitch Away 2020, Tellin Emblem was the designer. She did 2 pieces for that Stitch Away retreat. One was Keepsakes Blue and the other was Keepsakes Pink. And I finished Keepsakes Blue last summer? I've forgotten when. And I started Keepsakes Pink. And I had started Keepsakes Blue on Leap Day 2020. So I want to work on Pink on Leap Day tomorrow. So I will be working on that. And then I need to get back to my Red Welsh Dragon from my Dragons a Field Guide from Climbing Goat Designs, because that's coming, the 10th is coming quickly. So I need to get that done before the next one comes out. So that's stitching. Haul. Okay, I bought, besides Smack the Jellyfish, I bought 18 count Ada. It's a fabric flare, so it's a printed fabric. I have been admiring this, and I just decided to get it, even though I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I think I have a pattern that'll work for it, but I need to check that it won't end up being too small on that and just, you know, kind of ruin having that fun pattern. It'll be fun. And I'll find something else to do on it. But my bigger purchase, Stacy's husband Brian is Union Woodworking. If I'm wrong, I'll put it here on Instagram. He makes the wonderful thread winders that I use. I have 4. I might have 5, but they look like this. This 12-inch one I use when I'm doing variegated floss. I have an 18-inch one that I use when I'm doing DMC or anything, any specialty floss that's not variegated, that there's no variegation in it at all, because I always do a loop start with that. These I just do 2 strands. And then I think I have 2 9-inch ones that I keep for traveling in my bag if I need them. They're wonderful. If you don't have one, you should get one. You need one. Promise. And what makes them different than other ones? So he's got the hole here that you can put your thread in and hold it on the back. And then after you've wound it, there's a cutting line. So your scissors just fit in there nice and cut them so you have even lengths of floss. But besides that, he makes other beautiful, beautiful products. He had bowls, dough bowls that he made, absolutely gorgeous. And he had scissor holders. And in recent months, I have received so many beautiful pairs of scissors that I decided I need to display them. For example, I got this beautiful pair from Memphis Sarah E. So I can put them in with the scissor fob hanging down, looking pretty. But what I was thinking, I think it's Beth Twist, Heartstring Samplery, has a new pattern for market that says, "My scissors, my rules." So I want to stitch it and put it on here, because my husband thinks I'm kidding when I say you can't use those scissors for anything but fabric or thread. So that was a big investment, but well worth it, because now I can display all my pretty scissors. Okay, something else, and I do have more haul, but something else we did at the retreat is we raised money for Quantum Leap Farm. It's equine physical therapy for victims of abuse, victims of PTSD, children with physical disabilities, just all kinds of things. So we had, there were baskets of donated items that we bought tickets for and put them in. And there were 2 beautiful quilts that were raffled off. And then one of Brian's beautiful bowls was live auctioned off. And the ladies stepped up, and, you know, we were under 100 people, raised $1,800 for this organization. So I am very thrilled to be part of that. I think it's amazing. And I brought home a bunch of stuff so that I could read through and see where else I can donate. Okay. Swag bag. We got Beach Please with the where it was. Inside, the amazingness continues. Stacy reached out to some designers and some other people. Tiny Modernist created that for the retreat. October House donated some patterns. So I got those 2 patterns. Tara got a Talon emblem. I was very jealous because it's one that I haven't bought that I should buy. In our welcome packet, oh, I didn't even notice that. There were some other freebie charts in our welcome packet, made by Wendy, from the heart. I guess they're all freebies from Wendy, yeah. We got from Adam Hart a bag, and in that bag were these beautiful, look at those, isn't that gorgeous, floss drops, heart floss drops. I have my flat fold. We got clippers. We got a little notebook. And where'd my pen go? And we got a pen that says Beach Please on it. And it's got the soft tip so you can use it as a touch point for your iPad, phone, whatever. I got a couple of table gifts. One was from Janelle. Janelle's Coffee, Wine, and Stitching Time. I don't think I said that. So, sand, sea, salt. Little treasure box, blue on the front. And inside we have little, got a sea turtle on the front, and we actually changed out the sand so that it was sand from the beach there at the hotel. And I didn't mean to hook that together, but it is, and I can't see right now. There it goes. I got from Janelle a seahorse ornament. From my table mate Cheryl, who is local to the Clearwater area. She made tomato ornaments. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And I got they're Easter eggs, but it's okay. She ran out and I got the special one. She had other tomato straight pins, but isn't that beautiful? So an ornament for my tree. And from Tara, 805 Stitcher, I got those beautiful scissors, which I probably won't put in my holder because these come with a sheath, and that is really handy. She also made the bling, and there's a Florida charm on it. Oh, and I didn't bring my book in. Shoot. I have it written down what everyone gave me. They're Florida playing cards to use as floss straps. I'll try to look it up and put it in. From Patty, who is Peppermint Cottage on Instagram. She did scissor fobs. They got the year and a flip-flop. From Amy, a counting pin with a starfish. From Jenny Birdsall, a floss drop and a 2024 charm. I have to use them this year because I don't always put charms on my stuff, but I really need to. From Bougie Stitchers, I got a snowflake and one of their needle minders. Let's see. Oh shoot, someone else. It's a needle minder. I've got it written down, I think. And this was also from Tara, 805 Stitcher, Lady Sewing with the Florida charm. Athena, when we were at Universal, we went to the Mardi Gras parade, so they're throwing beads. She took the beads and made a little balloon dog out of the beads. Isn't that cute? And then I also got, and I missed this lady's name, but another zipper pull, 2024, and a starfish, and a needle book from Notorious Needle. So thank you everyone that dropped a little something off for us at our table. Stacy, oh, and one more thing. Pouch. And look at this. This is gorgeous. This is from Kathy, who is Stitching Lefty on Instagram. Look at this. It's a beach card box. And she took and put a magnet in it so you could use it as a needle box. How clever is that? I love that. That's beautiful. So thank you, Kathy, for that. And then she also gave me some 2024 charms, but instead of being silver, they're like a brass color. So if I get Professor Hyberman done, which was the steampunk beehive pattern that we got from Black Needle Society a year and a half ago, that will go on there. So I got from Stacy, she gave us some floss as a thank you for helping her out. So we got some almond M&Ms, silks, seaweed, canary. This one's gorgeous. Limon. I don't know if you can see. Let me see. Let me see if that'll help. There's just a little bit of variegation in there, but I bet it'll really stitch up nice. Some kind of fire. I can't read what it is. That's what it says. It'll focus. And then Calabasa. And she also gave me a pack of the Treenway silks that came out last year at market for the tea time sale. And I do have 3 or 4 of those patterns. So thank you, Stacy. I really appreciate those flosses. Okay, so that's all the haul from the retreat. Retreat was a lot of fun. I walked on the beach. The morning I walked on the beach, it was gorgeous. There had been a storm the night before, and there was so many shells and huge jellyfish. I just found this one that I brought home, and I love it because it's got barnacles inside. But it's very well complete. So it's a gorgeous shell as a memory. What else to tell you? There was stitching, there was laughing. We did the flat fold class, had dinners. There was a game with, Stacy had sent everybody bracelets with their registration, and I liked my bracelet and I didn't want to play because if you said the word finish or any form of finish, finished, finished, finishing, FFO, anything like that, someone could take your bracelet. And the person with the most bracelets at the end would get the grand prize. Well, we didn't know what the grand prize was, and I'm like, I want my bracelet, I don't care. Yeah, that was stupid. Because the grand prize was their retreat fee was refunded to them. Live and learn. Now I know for next time. So yeah, so it seemed Thursday to Sunday. It went like that. You know, if you've been to a retreat, you know that happens. But it was a lot of fun. We had an ice cream social the first night. Lunch was provided on Friday and Saturday. We were on our own for dinner on those days. It was a gorgeous hotel, gorgeous beach. It was a lot of fun. You missed out. So next year, when she does one, you need to sign up. Okay, so then Sunday, we headed back to Universal. And we did some shopping. And I may have bought a few things. This is called a Pygmy Puff. It's from the Magical Beasts movie. But what it reminds me of, if you're a Star Trek fan, it reminds me of Tribbles. So if you turn it this way, it's a Tribble. Turn it this way, it's a Pygmy Puff. So I can get 2 fandoms in one out of this. The cats aren't sure what to think of it. They don't mind the noise because they make this noise themselves, but you know. I also got, I didn't bring up, I actually found something with my name on it at Universal. I found 3 things at Universal in all the stores, which there's a ridiculous amount of merchandise with names on it. I found a key ring with Betty Boop, and my name is on it. I found a shot glass. That's a universal shot glass with my name on it. And then it was no, I take that back. I found 4 things. And then I found 2 necklaces. I forget. The one was in after the mummy ride, so it's got like a Egyptian cartouche thing with it, and then a tag with your name. It's not your name, it's just like a Egyptian style picture. And then there was another necklace that was heart-shaped in the Betty Boop store. So I got the keychain. I'm going to use it as a zipper pull on a bag. I'm not sure what bag yet. But we did a lot of, went to the Minion rides, and Janelle got one. She got the whole set. It's a sleep shirt. I couldn't resist. I loved it too much. So Janelle has the whole set. She got the booty shorts to go with it. I just got the sleep shirt. Went on roller coasters. Hagrid's ride was crazy fast. Turning sideways. I don't do upside down. I refuse to do upside down. So that cut out a few of the coasters. I did do the Mummy. That was fast, but very short. Did the Escape from Gringotts. Did the Hogwarts Castle. We rode the Hogwarts Express from Orlando Studio or Universal Studios to Universal Islands, and Universal Islands back to and it's 2 different videos. If you're wondering, 2 different things happen. I mean, a lot of the same countryside, but you see other things, so it's not exactly the same both ways. Drank a lot of butterbeer. Frozen butterbeer, regular butterbeer. I did not get hot butterbeer because this wasn't in the mood for hot. I did get butterbeer ice cream, which was soft serve at Florian Fortescue's. So I got the dish. Had butterbeer potted cream, which was basically mousse in like a mason jar. So we ate at the 3 Broomsticks. We ate at Lake Cauldron. We ate at, I think it was called Fire Up, which is in the Lost Continent side, and it was Greek food. Did some shopping, watched some shows. The Monster Creation show was great. If you're there, highly recommend. It was really funny. Well done. After the parks closed, like I said, we went to the parade twice because it's Mardi Gras. So we went to the Mardi Gras parade twice. Floats are amazing. The people, you know, they have dancers in front of each float, at least 2 of which are on stilts. And after John doing the show on stilts, a lot of respect for those people doing an entire parade on them. And some of them really, really dancing, not just walking and waving. I mean, they were really good on them. The floats were beautiful. And if you're going to Universal, you can pay for the privilege to ride on a float and throw the beads. So if you're interested in that, that's something you can do. Right now, I don't know how long it lasts. They're doing tickets. It's buy 2, get 2 days free. So, and for 2 parks. We did not go to Volcano Bay. So we had a lot of fun. Janelle had to go home and work on Monday. So it was just me and Athena Monday and Tuesday. But, oh, and we went for dinner the last night, and you can't really see it anymore. We went to the Toothsome Chocolate Emporium. We got, yeah, you can't really see it. We got, there was a shake that came in it, and on top of the shake, like if it's key lime pie, they put a piece of key lime pie on top. I got a marshmallow one So it came with a big square Rice Krispie treat and an actual marshmallow, and the straw went down between the two of them into the shake. That was whipped cream, Cool Whip. It was Cool Whip. It wasn't whipped cream. And then, you know, your ice cream milkshake. Crazy. And then you got to keep the glass, and it says. But I put the beads that I kept, I put them in rainbow. They got a little messed up on my ride home. I'll probably have to take them out and do them again. But that's where I decided to keep my beads. So the ones that I didn't throw for good luck onto the bead tree. But Monday morning we had to take Janelle to the airport, and halfway between the airport and Universal was the Miniso store, and that's the store that they carry Hello Kitty. They have a few Disney things like Aristocats and Winnie the Pooh, I think. I'm trying to think what were some of the other fandoms they have. But of course, they had Snoopy. So I've been badgering Athena about going. So this is a box. You can use it for food. I will probably use it for storage of things. Not sure what yet. What? Is a bag and another bag, and I got another crate, another bag, and then I got hooks that I'm going to put up on my door to put my fancy floss on as I reorganize it. And I got some Snoopy slides. I got a baseball hat. So I had fun. I spent too much money. It was crazy. Let's see. And I guess I flew home. Athena and I were up early this morning. She had an 8 o'clock flight. Mine was at 8:40. Mine left a little bit late and then took longer because there were huge storms that came through Kentucky, Ohio, Tennessee area, and they were through Cincinnati by the time we were taking off, but they were still over Kentucky, Tennessee. So we actually had to go around them because they were that bad. But I made it home. My husband was there. He was happy to see me. The cats were happy to see me. My grandson was happy to see me. We went to in Universal on the island side. They have a Marvel area. They have a Dr. Seuss area. They have classic cartoon area, and then Harry Potter, Jurassic Park, and Lost Continent. I think that's all the major areas. But so when we were in Dr. Seuss, they happened to be having a show that was just finishing, and so we decided to take pictures with Sam I Am, the Grinch, and the Lorax. Sent it to my grandson. Well, first I sent him a picture of all the characters in the show, and he asked my daughter if I had asked the Dr. Seuss to say cheese, please. And then when we took the picture with the Lorax and the Grinch and Sam I Am, he said, "Oh, that's my grandma." So of all the things, that's what he was thrilled to see. I was thrilled to see the characters from Scooby-Doo. I mean, I watched that show from the time it came on. And I'd have to look it up. Was it 70? Was it 69 that show started? You know, until I went off to college, quite honestly. Saturday morning cartoons, people. They were a thing. You know, before VHS, before DVD, before VHS, before streaming, you watch things when they were on. If you missed them, you didn't see it till they came back around in reruns. And that could be months. So Saturday morning, we were glued to that TV set, and I loved Scooby-Doo. So it was fun, and I'll put in a video. I had asked Athena to take pictures, and we had a whole conversation, and Athena was laughing because she's, they were really good. The people playing the characters were so good, talking to all the kids, and she thought, oh, they're just chatting up there. And then they had that whole conversation with me too, and she's so impressed. And I was too, because I love it, but I am not good at that quick thinking kind of responses, and they made it so easy. So it was a lot of fun. I am beat. We walked, I think last Wednesday, all total, we walked about 5 miles. That includes the airport. Sunday, we walked 6 miles. Monday, we walked 6.5 miles. Yesterday, we walked 7 miles. Just crazy, but worth it. I'm happy to be home. Gonna get back to stitching. Gotta start sewing again. Who knows, maybe I'll get some bags up for sale on Instagram in the next couple of weeks. And if you have special orders, message me again to check out things. I have a couple orders I need to do. So that is it. It's been 40 minutes. I'll throw in some pictures and some videos. Have a great week, everyone. I will see you Monday. Bye.
face is good. Wait, right there. She's got my camera.
Yep.
What's that?
What's going on? Get on it, you crazy kid. Where are you coming in from?
Ohio.
Ohio, you too, dude. Ohio.
Talk about this. It's very
Right.
Korea.
I just think it's fun. You should just always hide something like that.
Hold on to that for now. I'll have you put it over here.
Cincinnati Skyline Chili.
Oh, and flying pig.
Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
And what other food? What other food? I'm not saying it. I'm gonna let her say it.
She's not going to say it.
Yes, she is. Because she knows about Cincinnati.
I bet you've never even heard
Explain to me why the pigs fly there.
They don't fly, but there were so many pork distributors in the 1800s, and then they named the race that. That's why they fly.
Scooby, can I give her a hand? Okay, it's a pizza.
Cincinnati's known as pizza.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Sorry,
False,
Mel.
Velma.
I grew up in New York. This is from New York, so
Yeah, that's right.
What an interesting observation. If only the rest of the world adopted
You
that
never
idea.
heard of LaRosa's
Oh, wait,
pizza?
they did. Except for
yes.
Okay. She's at least heard of it.
People say it's pretty similar to Chuck E. Cheese.
Ugh.
I've
Yes!
heard of Buc-ee's, too. That doesn't mean anything. That's
You're not
part of
That's
happy.
two.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
Never realized that. I'm gonna die on this hill.
Thank you.